How's it going, everybody? So, most of you probably already saw the full winter bag, at least the winter get home bag, bug out bag, depending on how you guys view the type. This is the summer edition. So, personally, I will swap out items within my bag to make it lighter during warmer weather because I don't really need to carry a lot of heavier winter things around with me because weight is my number one priority for getting it as low as possible. So I'm going to do a quick run through, and then at the end I'm going to show you what are my recent upgrades in this bag. So most of you know I have about probably $7,000 or $8,000 roughly, probably wrapped up into this bag, and probably about a decade worth of time into it, just thinking, what do I need, what don't I need, always rearranging things. So I'm going to go quickly overview the normal things, and then I'm going to show you the upgrades and the summer basis. So first off, if you guys are familiar with the bag, this is a Kelty Red Wing 50. I have been using this bag exclusively for probably almost a decade, honestly. This has been my solid go-to get home bag. So the full weight of this bag, if I remember correctly, it is a 25-pound base weight. So that's like eliminated food, water, all that other stuff, just in gear, and the requirements is 25 pounds for this entire setup. So that's pretty decent. I think with food, with water, I think it's sitting somewhere mid 30s-ish. I'll have to put the specifics in the description below. But the bag is an awesome bag, really heavy duty. I mean, it's got me through a lot of things. It weighs, I think, about 3 pounds, the whole bag. For a 50-liter pack, that's not too bad unless you like really upgrade and go to like, Dyneema or, Cuban fiber, that type of aspect. So up here, I shrank down my clothes. So I don't need as much clothes. Mainly there's just, socks, t-shirt, underwear, and then like a night's warm clothing for sleeping in is about it. And that is sealed in one of the outdoor research bags. Really good bags. Really like these. I've always kept my stuff super dry when testing and utilizing this bag, just getting out and about. So moving up from there, very top left-hand corner, this is the Snug Pack Special Forces Bivy. So I upgraded from a smaller tent recently. Not a notable, I guess, upgrade, but I guess it is. So I have the Snug Pack Stasha next to it as well. So that's a very lightweight tarp. And those two combined are going to be very well. That shelter over top and then shelter actually on my body like a bivy, along with the Snug Pack Jungle Blanket right here. Awesome. If you like a whoopee, literally this is pretty much an upgraded whoopee. Now it doesn't have a zipper or anything on it, which I kind of like the zippers, but the Jungle Blanket is actually really cool. Really enjoy it. So to the left of that is my wet weather gear. So I have tops and bottoms, really ultra light, multi-cam stuff. Also have a ground pad over here. So that's just a 55-gallon oil drum liner, I guess you could say, or one of the heavy duty contractor bags. And it works out really well as a base. Next to that is a bug net for my head because I do not like mosquitoes, and where I'm specifically located in the northern United States in the summertime, they come out in swarms and they will carry you away. So that's why I have that right there. So moving down to tools, no real upgrades here. I still wear on the SC4, awesome knife, along with Baco Laplander. Saw, awesome saw, really like this thing, used it, I don't even know how many times, and it just keeps working. Along with a cheap poncho, just something really tiny that I can throw to somebody if I really need to. TP over here as well. Moving further down in the base here where my firearm rides. Finally committed, going for 10 millimeter, just going to keep it that way. I kept going back between 45, 9 millimeter, and then 10 mil, and I kept kind of jostling around with it, like 10 mil and not, and it's just, I'm just going to stick with a 10 mil and go with it. So this whole bag down here is a Hill People Gear Recon Kit Bag Heavy. If you want to see a solid video on everything that is in here, I'll have that in the link below or the description below. I have this, it's a full run through of everything I carry, GPS, small survival kit, how much ammo, all that kind of stuff, compass work, land nav, things like that. So I'll put that in the link below. Immediately above that is my flashlight, which is my current everyday carry light as well. It is an awesome light. I've been carrying this, as you can see, it's super beat for years, but this allows you to use CR 123s, AA's, and AAA's. So whatever you have on hand, throw it in this light and it'll run. So that's why I have it on a headlamp setup down there too, along with another one of these identical lights in my survival kind of kit bag down here. So I have 3 of these lights that are interchangeable with multiple different battery cells. So also mapped to the general area, extra glasses. Unfortunately, I wear contacts, so I need some glasses as backup just in case. Assorted silver. Up in this general area, this is all electronics up in here. So I have a solar panel along with a AA rechargeable battery bank, so you can charge other things like my GPSs down here in the bottom, or I can recharge AA's specifically and go right to my PVS 14 night vision, which is over here, along with riding the Cry Precision nightcap. If you guys are interested how I get away with running night vision without a helmet, I'll put a video in the link below as well. I have another video on that. Awesome soft cap kind of way to run night vision without completely destroying your head like the old Skull Crushers used to. So that's there as well. I have these in Mylar bags as well. So EMP or solar flare or anything like that. Yep, I have them in there. That's how I run. That's just what I do. Water-wise, I have a Smart Water leader here along with Luco tape taped around it. So that's really good for, you know, hot spots on skin and things like that. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend looking into it. Good for running or hiking. A lot of people that hike the Through Hike AT will utilize that. And if with this bag, I'm going to be hiking a lot, and that's why I have it there. Keen Canteen, I think is what this is. If I recall, this is titanium, both the canteen and the cup itself, both titanium to keep the weight down. Awesome, a little expensive, but really awesome on the weight. Moving down from that is a smaller trauma kit. I kind of downsized, went to a full trauma kit, Israeli bandage, you know, combat gauze, tourniquet, stuff like that. Also, my tourniquet over here on the left of the bag always rides on the bag with me on the exterior, so I can get to it very quickly. Moving down from the trauma kit, I have a hygiene bag. So this hygiene bag has all the things mainly set up for hiking or long-term walking like that. So I have a lot of, you know, a dental kit, foot care kit, you know, powder, foot powder, you know, band-aids, ibuprofen, stuff like that, smaller things. Moving down from that, I have mechanics gloves along with my titanium spoon for the food, which is up here in the upper right hand corner. I'm not going to really dig that out too much. I do have a separate video on that, on what I carry. I'll put that in the link below as well, like calories versus weight, what's really good. So that is all sealed in this bag particularly. Moving down from that is also water. So I have water purification, which I use a Sawyer Mini, which is right there. And then I use the Canuck bag. I don't know if I'm specifically saying that right. Awesome water bladder because it opens at the top and then it also screws on to the Sawyer Mini at the bottom. So you can clean it very easily and get water into it very easily. So also have some coffee filters just for filtering water, you know, if you're kind of in a murky, kind of nasty environment and you don't want that stuff getting clogged up inside your filter. So moving down from that, on right here on the left, this is a bag repair kit. So it has buckles, zip ties, you know, adhesive, paracord, things like that. In case a strap would break on my particular bag, I can always use that to fix it, get it back in action. Moving over, this is a small fishing kit along with my small fire kit. Has a lot of capabilities in there and is always sealed up in plastic. As you can see, pretty much everything of value and can get wet is sealed up against the elements. Moving down from that, I have an IR strobe for night vision use, a couple other things like can opener, knife sharpener, and then I have a perimeter tripwire alarms here. I have 4 of those. that use the 209 primers up here, so you can string them out across your like specific avenues of approach from your camp, and then they will go off and you'll know that someone's there. So that's pretty much everything. Now on the right hand side over here, as you can see, these are my recent upgrades. So I upgraded when it started getting warmer, and I went to my boonie cap. Now I've had this for years and years. Every deployment that cap has been with me. Recently retired it because it's been getting kind of faded, so I pushed it back into service into my get home bag. Moving down from that is a Vortex monocular. Now I've been kind of tossing around the idea, but I finally committed a little while ago that I really need to have an optical up close view of things, especially for land nav or just viewing what could possibly be ahead of you in your you traversing through maybe hostile territory or non-hostile, or just in general getting eyes on something. So I finally upgraded to that. Really liked it. Been testing it. So far works really well. Kind of lightweight. I went with the lightweight version too. Next down from that, I upgraded from paracord to this specific Kevlar line. So I'm kind of done with paracord because it's heavy. Paracord's awesome, don't get me wrong. If you have some, you might as well just keep it. But in lightweight terms, I'm looking for the same, 550 pound load rating roughly. I think this has 350 pound over here, but it's close enough, honestly. So specifically over in here, that's what I upgraded to. And then immediately below that, the last thing I went to is a decent pair of lightweight leather gloves. So recently I was using this entire bag, just testing it out, fun stuff like that. And then I finally burnt myself through other gloves, and I said it is definitely time to upgrade. So I went to those, and hopefully it works out. Haven't tested them yet, but I think they're going to work out really well. So if you guys really enjoyed this kind of stuff, just me briefly going through like the summer edition bag, I definitely have more upgrades, and I'm going to be going over more details of this bag. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments below. I will definitely answer them to the best of my ability. If you have questions how I run, things like that, greatly appreciated. Hit the like and definitely hit that subscribe, because there's a bunch of new stuff coming up. Really excited to share with y'all. So hope y'all have a great day.